You want to talk about sun gazing a little bit? That's a question somebody asked me. I'll start off with that. What's up? Waiting for more people. Somebody asked me about sun gazing. The most I ever sun gazed was about almost an hour. That's what I can honestly say. But as long as the sun is out before it gets dark or it turns daylight, you can just stare at the sun like as long as it is within your peripheral vision and stuff like that. You just you just look at it, you know, as long as it is and the location is at. So you just want to make sure that you are in alignment with that and you can stare at it as long as you want to. But I did it for like an hour or so. Somebody asked me about spiritual jury earlier. They asked me about spiritual jury. It was somebody that I seen out and about. You know, they asked me about the spiritual jury and stuff like that. But what I gotta say about that is that like if you have on certain charms and pendants and stuff like that, like y'all people really pay attention to that. You know what I'm saying? People they really look at your neck. You know what I'm saying? Like when people first see you, that's one of the things that they'll actually see, is the way that you carry yourself and what you may have on, but overall if you have on, spiritual jewelry, versus the other jewelry that is out, it will stand out more. You know what I'm saying? So with spiritual jewelry, it is way more different than, just overall just putting on a regular charm. Is you got to make yourself be seen. And that's the first thing what people is actually going to pay attention to. Other than when they look at you and they see your face and stuff, they gonna look at your neck and what you have on your neck. So you just want to make sure you get spiritual jewelry because it means a lot more. And I was telling them a lot of that old stuff that y'all wear, if it's overall dealing with religion and stuff like that, like y'all might just want to get rid of that stuff, because it's a spiritual blockage with certain stuff you're holding on to. That's why if I see people with certain jewelry on, like a cross or something, like I just, I just look the other way. or something like that. You just gotta wear stuff that has more meaning to it, you know. Really see nobody in here yet. I should become a mainstream YouTuber. I would like that. I just honestly like the least thing that I wanted. I don't ask for much, but what I wanted was for my channel to reach 100,000 subscribers. That was always like a personal goal for me. So when it started like slowing down, like you know, it is what it is. But when it started slowing down, whatever like that, I'm like, I just want to get to 100K, man. You know, but I do know the information that, you know what I'm saying, I speak and stuff, I can help people out. Yeah, you can stare at the sun all day. It doesn't have it doesn't have no time limit or nothing on it as far as with your vision and how long you can look at it. Yeah, that was my goal. I was trying to get to 100K. It was for a while. You kind of stop evolving, you know, when you wear a certain type of jewelry. So that's why I was saying what I was saying. Y'all want to switch and change up what you put on, whether it's overall dealing with, you know, actual jewelry, you know, being like gold, you know, silver and stuff like that. Or even if it's dealing with, you know, the jewelry with crystals and stuff, that's a thing as well too. What I mean by spiritual jewelry. Yeah. Mm. And then earlier when I was talking to like my people, like my family or something like that, and I explained to him, I was like, I was being super funny when I said it, but what I said was, I was like, man, you know you might want to start wearing those crosses, man. And he was like, what for? I was like, man, 'cause it's not what you think it is. It's something like what you least suspect. So you just don't want to be rocking that because you don't technically know what's going on. It, and he was like, what you mean? I was like, well, if you just take a look at a cross, it's two male, it's two it's two penises. That's what it is, bro. It's two penises. That's why it looks that way. So I was like, you may want to get rid of that because I don't think you want to be walking around. You don't want to be walking around with that on your neck. You just walking around with two pink. You get what I'm saying? So when you take that and you put it with a unk and stuff like that, like a unk is I told him I was like a unk is a female womb. That's what that is, and then the bottom part of it is a penis. You know what I'm saying? So that's why you may want to wear that. He just busted out laughing, bro. Like he busted out laughing. It's crazy that you know what I'm saying. People they don't know that stuff. Yeah, so you just want to get you an uncle something like that because it represents a male and a female. You know what I'm saying? Because two men can't create life. You know, a man and a woman can't create life. So that's what that represents. See, that was confirmation. So if you're saying that you won't wear a cross or a unk, like what what's your purpose here? Like what do you believe in? Yeah, you don't want to be walking around with no fake spiritual jewelry. If y'all gonna get something, like you can do the best you can do, man. You know what I'm saying? You might have to, do it till you make it. But yeah, don't get nothing fake, man. If you can't afford it, just get some crystals, some crystal jewelry or something like that, or just get something that you can afford. Well, yeah, it stands out. That's what people. That's the first impression dealing with spiritual jewelry. I feel like herb is it's medication in a sense. It have its meditative properties within it. Once you begin to hit it and stuff like that. So you know you can use it for healing properties and stuff like that. Yeah. When you smoke, you literally leave your body. You know what I'm saying? So that's why, whenever certain people is smoking and then it seems like they don't feel certain stuff, you know what I'm saying? It's because like that's what it can actually do for you. You know what I'm saying? It can just take you away from this human experience and put you within another reality. Yeah, I don't really want to argue against that. The only thing I can say about that is that as far as with dealing with spiritual jury, if you have like a Jesus piece, like that's what you believe in and stuff like that. I know I seen somebody else that had a giant falcon head on their jewelry and stuff like that. And y'all know who that was. and I was like, that's you know what I'm saying, the actual real charm. Like that's something that's actually real. So when I seen him wearing that giant um falcon headed medallion, like I was like, oh, okay, that's really what they was trying to say about the Jesus pendant. I got questions. I don't know what that is. Excuse me. They wouldn't even know how to handle me if I became a mainstream YouTuber. They wouldn't even be able to handle me, bro. I'd be out the chain. Just live on the comment section. Keep cutting off. 777. What else I have to say? Yeah, somebody that I went around today, I seen like, what I'm saying, a split. And I seen the way that my spiritual journey and my path, I seen how it actually affected my life and the people that is within it. You know what I'm saying? Because I just seen that these people were stuck. Like they just kind of just stopped evolving. And I went around that. Then I was there and stuff like that, and I seen that I was a transformed version of myself. Yeah, the Nephilim is here. The Nephilim is the powers that be. That's basically what that is. It's just dealing with what can I say? I say the right thing. This is dealing with like the celebrity world and stuff like that. Like the Nephilim is basically tied to that. There's one thing that they said within the book of Enoch. What they said was it was like when they came here and stuff like that. These people they took the women as wives and stuff like that, and they defiled themselves and whatever like that. So the Nephilim is tied to stuff like that. Because when within that world, what is happening is that when you have certain type of materials within this world, it kind of makes you like a spiritual giant in a sense like that. You know what I'm saying? So those people are the Nephilim. But it said that was in the book of Enoch. It was like as soon as they came here, the men came here. What they did was they took women for wives and stuff like that. And they went to go into them and they went to defy themselves and to teach them about the knowledge of the the unknown and what wasn't supposed to be said. How did I get into making music? I got into making music just off of trying like I just wanted to see how it was going to go and play out. So what I did was like we set up a little studio section to the point to where we went to this place, right? And whenever I went to the place, I was with my friends. And the songs, the songs they didn't come out too good, but it let me know that I had something going on. You know what I'm saying, on the inside of myself, and that I needed to take further action. So that's basically what sparked it was, just going to an actual studio and paying for studio time to see where things was actually going to go. And I'm telling you, after that happened, then that's when everything started. It started to actually fall into place. Everything else actually occurred. And all I did was I was just seeing how things was going to go. And I found out I was like, okay, maybe I'm supposed to be doing music. Well, when I went there, like you know, the dude was putting doubt inside my fucking mind and stuff, and he's trying to make me feel discouraged and stuff like that. And he was like, "Well, if you're trying to freestyle, like it's only one person that can do that." And he said the person, and I'm not going to say their name, but he was like, "You're not this person, so you can't just get on here and freestyle." I was like, "Why would he say that?" My name ended up just so happening to be Enoch the Freestyle Prince. That person, when I went to pay for the studio time, they told me that I couldn't, what I'm saying, accomplish something, and I actually ended up doing that, just that. And just off of all my songs, they're freestyles. Like that's what it is. And that person just told me, they was like, "You'll never be able to do that because you're not this person." I was like, "What?" That's what I first heard, y'all, when I started doing this stuff. Mhm. But yeah, I just had to find my place as far as with that, because I went through like different doors and I met up with different people to get to the point to where I was actually at. But as soon as I started doing it, I was like, oh, okay, well, boom, I'm supposed to be doing this. Because I was like, how is this song that good? I remember making some of the songs, and I just felt the magic behind it. You know what I'm saying? As I was making these songs, I just felt the magic and stuff. As I was recording the music. I even with my song Too Clingy, like when I was in there, like we'll just sit back and we'll listen to the song and play it out loud like all freaking day after we get done recording, and it just I don't know, it does something and it hits different. But even when I made Too Clingy and stuff like that, I knew that it was something, what I'm saying, special taking place. I was like, I'm supposed to be doing this. Y'all asking me the same questions. What's up? Why y'all asking me the same questions? Nah, you having a wet dream is not going to affect you practicing no foul. It's not going to affect anything like you're good. Because like I said before, it's something that doesn't take place within this physical reality. So you're not actually getting up and, what I'm saying, having sex with people. And you're not wasting, what I'm saying, sexual energy, like you're not masturbating or nothing like that. When you fall asleep and then you have wet dreams, that's something that's taking place within that type of world. So you have nothing to worry about. Cause you'll notice too, you can still get you can still get yourself going, and you can get yourself up. Even if you had a wet dream and it occurred, that I'm telling you is actually true. So it doesn't affect you. Like, so you're good. You're still passing. No foul. Cause it happened to me too, and then when it happened, I was like, oh shoot, that means I failed. I was like, no, I didn't. I did not fail. It was like because that took place in another area, not this physical world. I wouldn't say that it's toxic. It's a form of art, and it can keep you from actually physically getting up, and just having certain type of experiences. But it's a form of art and sexual magic. But wet dreams are natural. They are actually natural. But they are caused by the incubus and the succubus spirits. You just throw a block party. Yeah, the Noah's Ark, that was a punishment to the fallen angels to cleanse the earth. Yeah, that's real information. Because what happened was that by them being, these spiritual giants and stuff of that nature, like they couldn't be tamed. They couldn't be held back, and they just came like, too dangerous and destructible to the point to where they was actually affecting mankind itself. So that's why you do have the flood stories and stuff. And with Noah's Ark, it's because the earth had to be cleansed, because they spiritual giants and stuff, they can affect, this reality, and what I'm saying, just how everything is going, because like I said, it's dealing with that type of world, if you want to say the celebrity world and stuff like that. Yeah, that's who the Nephilim is. But not all people is bad. You say, how do you get rid of the incubus or the succubus spirits? It's a lot I can say about that. I don't seen spirits attached to people that came around me, and then something happened to me. So I seen people that embody the energy of the succubus, and then it's tied to sleep paralysis and stuff of that nature too. So well, I do know when you watch these videos and stuff, you do open up portals and stuff like that for what I'm saying, these beings to get away in. And I seen it when I used to what I'm saying, just watch certain videos, just dealing with no foul and stuff. So I seen videos to the point to where like it did open up portals, and it can just let stuff within this reality. Not it's not overall bad. It's just I seen certain videos to like the point to where it was actually true. So it's all portals, and these these doorways were opening up. But it just came, stuff was coming through, these screens and stuff of that nature, when I was just it was just certain stuff. It wasn't what you think. It was super, like, I don't know, when I was looking at the stuff, it's just something didn't sit right with watching some of the videos, and I was like, this is going to invite a spirit into my home, man. Like with this video here like this. So that's where I learned to, close portals to make sure they're what I'm saying, all the way shut. So I don't allow nothing to come into this reality to mess with me. What's up, Russia? Oh yeah, I was just telling people to make sure you try to sleep with the doors closed, because let's say if you are a person and you experience sleep paralysis, like, do you know that that's actually caused by spirits and stuff like that? So if you sleep with an open door, it's like You know what I'm saying? Like when you go to sleep and you leave your body, like you're opening yourself up. So that's opening a door too. If you get that, but when you have these doors open and stuff, like that allows these spirits to, you know what I'm saying, just actually come in and monitor you. So that's whenever I dropped the video and I was talking about that, that's what I meant. It's tied to like sleep paralysis and stuff. Because it's been certain type of dreams I had to the point to where it came about because the door was open, and while the door was open, it was something standing right there, and I was experiencing sleep paralysis. So something just, I'm getting a chill saying this. Something just told me to close the door, and that's what I started doing. But sometimes when I would have sleep paralysis, I just see something standing by an open door. I couldn't move. I couldn't do anything. What's up? Nah, I'm not crazy. I've been making these videos for a long time, and I know what I'm talking about. It's actual real information. You don't want to close your doors if you don't have no spiritual activity taking place in your house or wherever you might be at. You don't want to just close doors because you're afraid and you paranoid. You may not have nothing going on there, but whenever I was actually experiencing sleep paralysis, it was caused by, certain type of spirits. And that's why it occurred almost every day and every night I went to sleep. Oh no, I ain't. I've been doing this for a while. I know I'm not crazy, bro. Them people they can't say nothing. No, the only thing that they try to do is say something to make me become distracted. So I can't get my message out to y'all. So they'll come in and say stuff like that when he know what he talking about. Each and every time I had sleep paralysis, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like it happened a lot, and I had a door open. It would be something standing by the freaking door, and I couldn't move, bro. You say what's the longest I practiced semen retention and no foul? In real actual life, I haven't had sex in like almost 3 years, or whatever like that. But if you want to talk about practicing semen retention and stuff like that, I'm not finna go years like these other people is going. Because I just know like a little bit more information. But I will go sometime without doing anything. The most I ever went was maybe like a few months, 3 months or something like that. Just overall dealing with that. Nah, to be more realistic with you, sleep paralysis and stuff it's caused by ghosts. That's just what it is. Most likely because they're trying to reach a state of nirvana. That's why they practice that stuff for so long because you you can be on it so long to the point to where you just end up reaching the state of nirvana. So that's why people they go without it for so long and stuff like that. Yeah, I seen sleep paralysis in black and white before too. That's kind of strange that you said that. I seen sleep paralysis in black and white before. Yeah, it was in black and white. I seen it, and it was when they basically took me to their realm, their world. That's when I seen black and white with sleep paralysis. I thought I was the only person that probably knew about stuff like that, but it's other people going through the same thing, I guess. No, I said I've been celibate for years. That's what I said. But I do practice no fap and semen retention. You know what I'm saying? I have practiced that before. Yeah. Those beings from sleep paralysis, like they don't necessarily have access to the locations to where we have access because we are multidimensional beings. You know what I'm saying? So it does work within a way to the point to where since those beings don't have access to that realm, they'll do certain stuff to you because they can't technically be there and you're going there. So they'll mess with you. But those beings they don't fully have access to, what I'm saying, the locations that we have access to because we're multi-dimensional beings, meaning that we can travel throughout, just different dimensions. Yeah, in general, I don't have sleep paralysis or nightmares or nothing like that. You got an Instagram notification with an old picture of me. That's what's up. No, I just hold on, lights turned off. No, I just be doing these lives. I haven't been dropping no Instagram videos or nothing like that. I just been hopping on these lives and just been talking. I had started a TikTok and stuff like that because I hopped on there and I seen when I first got on there, I seen that people were just putting out crap. And then I know my videos is different from a lot of other people because I just talk about stuff that people don't talk about. So I tried the thing out with TikTok and I was trying to see how that went or whatever like that. But I haven't been on there because I've been getting on these lives. And I haven't been on Instagram because I just been doing lives. If I post something on Instagram, it would be like a video that I put up from my YouTube. But the thing that I noticed is that, you know what I'm saying, overall just dealing with sleep paralysis, what can actually protect you from that if you have to experience something like that is just trying to keep a high vibration. And if you experience sleep paralysis, it's tied to sexual energy and stuff as well. You know what I'm saying? So that's why you may be experiencing, sleep paralysis and they can easily get to you is because of your energy field and stuff like that. So when you make it weak or you open yourself up, that's when it can occur. A few of my videos did good when I put them on there. A few of them actually did, but let me just say this. I seen a person on there like beatboxing or something, and they was doing that within spirituality. And I'm like, man, these people don't get off of here just beatboxing and stuff, and they had a lot of views for that. And I was like, I uploaded my videos. Y'all know I get straight to the point, and I'm gonna just talk about some spiritual stuff. So you put my video on the side. I was like, what do they have going on here, man? Why is this person doing that, man? And the other person, she was just putting up with it. Yeah, that is a strange world. With TikTok, man, you can get lost within those realities. It's so vast. I think TikTok cover the places that can't be touched. You know what I'm saying? Where people is really hiding at, like TikTok, it gets all them little areas of life that you can't basically reach. Dealing with people. So it's just TikTok allow people to come from everywhere, dude. So you see all type of stuff you get on there. Yeah, but I wouldn't get afraid of sleep paralysis, even if it's happening to you. Because I just believe that the people that is most likely happening to is the people, that have spiritual gifts and stuff like that. So it's the people that have psychic abilities that experience sleep paralysis. I kind of feel like you should fight it too. Like, you know, to be like, oh, don't fight sleep, right? Nigga, you need to fight it, nigga. You need to fight it to get out of that. You just have to, man. You just freaking have to. 'Cause you just know it in the back of your mind. You like, if I don't fight this, something bad could happen. They don't, y'all don't be thinking about that when you be going through it. You like, okay, so boom. Even though they may say, you know, overall dealing with the doctors and stuff that nothing bad could happen, them people lying to you, man. I feel like you have to get out of that, man. If you don't, then what may take place after that? So even experiencing that stuff, I was like, man, I have to get out of here. I just can't um let them hold me down like this, and I don't do anything about it. So as soon as it happened, I be shaking, man. I be trying to get up out that thing. Nigga, you should fight it as soon as it comes up, and it just start wiggling, and it just, you know, like a fish out of water or something. Just start wiggling so you can actually get up out of it. Cause I feel like you don't never try to fight it. You know, you don't never know. So each and every time it happened to me, I'm like, I'm finna get out of this. I ain't got no time for this. Y'all think y'all stronger than me? I just wiggle myself up out of it. I'm doing okay for right now. Just really trying to make my YouTube stuff work. Hey, it's about to I gotta take a leak. When I had sleep paralysis, bro, I used to wait until the sun comes up and then I go to sleep. I feel super safer. Like it's just freaking worse because those beings from sleep paralysis and stuff, like they 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 come out too. Even though some of them may already be here, like the energy in the shift actually increases when the veil opens up at night and stuff like that. So what I do is I sit up all night, and like if they are about to attack me before I go to sleep, what I do is I just sit up and I be mad at them and stuff. I'm like, bro, I'm not finna go to sleep, and I'm telling you, I wait until the sun come up and then I go to sleep, and then like it won't happen. And I just knew it in the back of my mind. I was like, it's some type of veil that's been shut and opened up. So why when the sun comes up and stuff like that, I feel safer to go to sleep, dealing with sleep paralysis. It's because that lid, what I'm saying, that lets those beings out, it actually just it closes back up. So when the sun comes up, that represents like a heavenly realm. And when the sun goes down, it's like we're being thrown into the underworld and stuff like that. Like, yeah, it's dealing with duality and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Dark and light. So, when the sun comes up, that represents the light part with duality, the heavenly realms, and then when the sun goes down and stuff like that, it represents the darkness and stuff, and that's where you can actually take the veil. Even if you had a symbol itself, you had the yin and yang symbol, there's a veil. You know what I'm saying? When you take the two pieces and make it a whole, it's a veil. It's actually like a lid on it and stuff like that. So that lid, it basically opens up. That's why sleep paralysis, like whenever I used to experience sleep paralysis, it always would be around the time to the point to where the veil would be basically opened up. It'll be the witch hours or something like that. I just have to just stay up all night. I say, "Oh, eat, bro." What they talking about? Yeah, I'm like that anyways. I stay up all night and then I don't go to sleep until the morning time. I'm like that anyways. If you're in trouble with growing your hair and stuff like that, what I can say is that you may want to start wearing some head covering and stuff like that. Instead of if you can't find nothing to actually fix that, you can start wearing head coverings and stuff. I don't know if you're a male or a woman, but if you're having issues and stuff, with your hair, you can start just putting wrappings and stuff up there, and you can just let that stuff just erase away in the back of your mind and just focus on your life. It's an ancient practice. Our ancestors and stuff, they did it so you'll be okay if there's no other way to fix your hair. I'm okay. Yeah, but I see the world differently. Each and every time I go out here, and let's say if it is nighttime or something like that, I look at this reality like the way I look at it is like, okay, boom, when it hit nighttime, I'm stepping outside within the spiritual realm, and you know what I'm saying. I'm really within the underworld. You know what I'm saying. While the sun is basically non-existent. At this point, I'm in the underworld. As I'm walking around within this reality, and I see stuff spiritual like that as well too. Yeah, we be in the underworld anytime the sun go down. Yeah, I talked about that. That's why they say black. It's because we come from darkness. If you take black goo, black goo, which is tied to melanin, and if you want to say the quote unquote African Americans, it that stuff comes from outer space, and it comes from darkness. It's intelligent material and stuff like that. Is if you take a look at like the black goo and stuff, like it's actually it's black, and it's tied to melanin, So at the end of all of this, what I'm trying to say is that we do come from darkness, and that's like the universe and stuff. That's what that stuff actually consists of, But that's why they say, "Oh, you black." It's because we come from darkness. They was finding like a lot of the black goo and stuff within the Egyptian tombs and stuff like that. We're just oozing out. You say, why do people try to come around when you feel no foul? What can I say about that? It has a lot to do with your light and who you are. So if you fail no fap or whatever, right? What they're going to do is they're going to keep you down because they know the longer that they keep you down there, that's the more that they can hold back your energy and keep you stuck in place. So if they see that it was a way, that they can actually get to you and you was open up, like they're going to attack you because they can basically see. They can see y'all, like they can see what's taking place with you, with your light and everything, and they just sitting there waiting for you to open yourself up so they can come in and steal your energy and attack you. So they want to just hold you down and keep you stuck in place, because it deals with ascension and stuff like that. Yeah, then if you look up there in the sky and stuff like that, and you see what's going on behind the stars and stuff, you'll start to see what I'm talking about, like the fabric of the universe. What it looks like them dark spots and spaces that's in the sky behind the stars. Like that's tied to us and stuff like that. When I talk about like the melanin and us being black and all of that, and even if you're not black, you still contain some type of melanin. You know what I'm saying? Because everybody comes from a certain type of source. That happened to me too. People just want to know what you're putting in your body. Because I used to have people just sitting up there and looking at what I put into my mouth and just different type of stuff. It just people want to see what you're putting in your body, what you being who you are. But it means too that y'all is in sync. Like, okay, boom. So if you eat something, then a person gets the same thing, or I don't even have it to the point to where like I don't just bought stuff from the store and the people they end up what I'm saying, getting the same exact thing that I have. It's just called being in sync with the universe and stuff like that. That's what that basically is. You say you need to stop eating meat. But that's why as far as with the port stuff goes, like they get that stuff from Egypt and stuff like that, because overall just dealing with with certain stuff out there in nature, like if you want to say pigs and stuff, but then Egypt it was looked at a certain type of way when you eat it, and people just consider that to be taboo, and they also thought like different stuff about it that I'm not going to actually mention, but that's why they put, what I'm saying, people eating pork, they said certain stuff about it because it stems and goes back to Egypt and what they thought about that. Yeah, listen, that's one thing I want to say too. Even if you fail no foul and you don't pass nothing like that, you're still going to be in sync with the universe. That's one thing that I noticed too. So even though people try to make it seem super bad that you don't fail and stuff, as a chosen one, you're still going to see all the signs. You're still going to be in sync, and you're still going to be who you actually are. You know what I'm saying? So the one thing I noticed is that if you fail, you ain't finna stop seeing angel numbers. You you are still going to be within communications. You know what I'm saying, with the spiritual realm and stuff like that. That's what I did notice. I don't know. I'm just finna block this person. Hey man, but what can I say? You embody the energy from what you eat, but I ain't know him. Just trying to I don't want to say nothing too much about that because I know everybody ain't got a lot of. Yeah, somebody asked me about eating fish and stuff. They was saying that um if you eat fish, like is that kind of aligned with veganism and stuff like that? And I was like, no, it's technically not. It's technically not because just overall people don't know it, but the overall objective is to not eat anything that has a soul. You know what I'm saying? So that's the whole point of it. Yeah, they get that stuff from Egypt. We're not eating certain stuff. It goes back to Egypt. But it's nothing against nobody. Cause if I have to eat something, I'm gonna eat it to live. If I'm in survival mode, I'm gonna eat it to live. Yeah, they had their little own beliefs about that and what they thought. Your soul and the spirit is the same thing. I used to be stuck on that question like years ago and stuff like that. They used to even have commercials, stuff that'll pop up. They'll be like, Is a ghost a spirit or whatever like that and stuff like that?" So that's why I used to hear that from. But your soul and the spirit is the same as that thing, man. Is they're not different from each other. For an example, what examples can I actually give? Okay, let's say you have a ghost, right? And you just have a person, and it's just a ghost. Like that that ghost, what you see, that person's body, like that body that they is in, that is their actual soul, right? So do you get that? That's their soul, and that's a spirit too. So do you get what I'm saying? That body that they are in is a spirit as well, but that's their whole entire soul that you're seeing, like just dealing with spirits and ghosts and stuff like that. But even when I was doing research, with the macabre and stuff like that, they had human body light ship, right, and stuff like that. So when you break macabre down and stuff like that, it's merkaba. The ka, it means soul or spirit, right? And in a ba, the ba, it is tied to your body, and then mer means light. No, the soul and the spirit is the same thing. So I think somebody like, oh, that's a Holy Spirit, bitch. Or when they call your soul a spirit, it's because it's the same thing. What time is it? I'm gonna leave in a few. Yeah, it's all the same. Cause I used to be that person that thought that they meant two totally completely different things. Yes, nicotine vape, bro. I did hear with certain information to the point to where they were saying like sleeping was for the weak because they just felt like by you sleeping, it actually makes you weak. And just dealing with the ancestors and stuff like that, like they was going through like spiritual battles and they was at war, so they felt like the people that actually stayed asleep and stuff during the battle, that something bad could happen to those people, and they feel like you can get caught off guard if you was asleep, so they figured like sleep was for the weak. Because in the time of need, certain stuff would have to be, non-existent. But yeah, you need to sleep. Of course, you need to sleep. You asked me a question about alligators. I see alligators different whenever I actually begin to look at them. I think about Egypt and stuff like that, and just certain Egyptian gods, that was talked about. So I know that all alligators and stuff, it goes back to the Egyptian gods Sobek and stuff like that. So I see them within different ways when I look at these animals, stuff like that. So that nigga was a reptilian. Yeah, reptilian DNA. He was a giant lizard. He was a creator deity, right? Of water. So a lot of these animals and stuff out there in nature, like crocodiles, like some of these animals, they go back to, certain type of people who actually existed. They're tied to certain gods, and goddesses and all that different type of stuff. The animals that you would see out there in nature. So when I look at an animal, I see it differently than what other people would see. You want to know what I think about dinosaurs? Dinosaurs, because he asked me was alligators linked to dinosaurs, and was that the most evolved version of dinosaurs with alligators and stuff like that. They look at some of us as monsters and dinosaurs and stuff like that. Like a lot of these different movies and stuff that you will basically see. For an example, like let's say if it's like Jurassic Park, like that's dealing with actual people. If you see that within a certain type of spiritual sense, right? That's why certain people, they may be labeled as monsters and stuff of that nature, is because we're also linked to dinosaurs and stuff like that. Why you think you have stuff like Godzilla, right? Why you think stuff like that actually came out? And then in a spiritual sense, like we're a lot taller than, just people would give you overall credit for. You know what I'm saying? If you want to just talk about the height of yourself. So even though you just may see yourself as being like this average, just person, that may be short to yourself, you know what I'm saying? Spiritually, there is something actually taking place. So a lot of these movies and stuff that they basically came out with when they're talking about like dinosaurs is linked to people as well. No, I don't believe we came from no apes, no monkeys. I don't believe in that type of evolution theory. I believe in something totally different. Even a little bit. I gotta get off. I'm a vape because it's something that gets me by and it keeps me going. You know what I'm saying? So I tell people this all the time. Like if you have little kids or something that's watching my videos, like I'm you just can't have your kids just out here just watching spirituality, man, if they're not ready for it. If they're not ready to receive that information. And I know the type of stuff that I talk about. You know what I'm saying? You just can't go around just saying that type of stuff. And so what I'm basically trying to get at is that I feel like you would have to be a certain type of age limit, you know what I'm saying, most of the time to be able to watch my YouTube videos. Because it takes a special kind of mind to listen to the certain type of information, because when I be talking like this or just spiritual videos in general and stuff like that, like this stuff it does wonders and stuff to us, and it's tied to magic. So it's like you have to, with dealing with the information, you have to know how to receive it and how to take it, because it's different type of powers, that is being brought to you and stuff like that with these videos. So a lot of people don't know how to handle the powers and stuff that they will receive from watching just certain type of stuff. So I don't recommend no little kids nothing to be watching my videos. If nah, bro. I'm not perfect or nothing like that. I'm a leader. I am a leader, but it takes a special kind of mind to listen to, the message that I bring. Cause it can mess people world up. If you're not ready for a certain information, it can mess people world up. So you have to be ready for that information. Yeah, it's not meant for everybody. It can make you go crazy if you're not ready for it. Like if you tell somebody about game stalking, I'm telling you it's real. If you tell somebody about game stalking and then they're not ready to see that, bro, it'll mess somebody's world up. You know what I'm saying? You have to be prepared for that to see that type of stuff. Because it's like, what are you going to do with the new superpowers and the knowledge that you attain? Is you going to let it take you over, or is you just going to take it head on and just keep going with it? You about to get ready to go. That's what somebody was asking me. They was asking me something about how do you keep yourself balanced after knowing, the stuff that you know as far as with the information and stuff like that. And I just tell them, man, I just try to even everything out, and I don't try to head too far off, or I try to stay in the middle as far as with what I know in my research. If it's anything that may be unsettling to my soul or it don't sit well within my soul, and what I'm saying, I'm not going to take the information on. But I just learned how to balance different type of stuff out, and I know what type of stuff to accept and what not to accept. So you have to be mindful of receiving information as well, because it can do a lot to you if you receive the wrong information, or if it may be too much. You have to balance everything out. Yeah, but hey man, yeah, listen, hey y'all, I'm finna get off of here. I know this live was short, a little short. It's still kind of long, but that's a good mind question. That's a very good question. What I can say is dinosaurs, they were our ancestors and stuff like that. Like I do believe that they did exist. That's where you get the land before time and stuff like that from. Like it goes back to Egypt and stuff like that. But like I said, we are also seen within being dinosaurs within the sense as well, because like people, they look at us as monsters and stuff like that. Y'all know what I mean and stuff like that. They look at people as monsters. That's how they see us. Like they see us as some type of hideous beast. You know what I'm saying? Whenever they do actually, they see us. They don't see us as regular people. When certain people look at you, they just see y'all as them monsters and stuff like that. So yeah. I don't know. I might get back on here later or something. I don't know, bro. I got some stuff to do. I might get back on here later. Yeah. All right, I might get back on later or something like that.